Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here, you guys. The grifters are still grifting. And I found out some stuff that I want to talk to you all about. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching this today, I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. If you're watching this today. If you're watching this on Thursday, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Even my non-American friends. Thanksgiving's a big holiday for us, and it's a time to say what you're thankful for. And you know what? I'm thankful for thankful for being able to say the word thankful, but I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I really am. Thank you for being here. All right, let's talk the grifters. New photo out. You're so beige. That's right. Once again in beige. And you know what? I have something to shout out about that You're So Beige, so stay tuned. I had one of you guys make a song about it that it was just brought to my attention, and I love it. So we're going to talk about that too. But you guys, You're So Beige at it again. But somebody had an epiphany. I wish it was me. It was not. And we're going to get there, but it just all of a sudden makes sense with all the beige. Let me help this make sense. Here we go. We knew the most beige couple alive were in Canada, of course, for the hockey game. Again, I'm still stuck on that whole thing and the ridiculously expensive, just plain black outfit she wore. Well, they're at it again. And of course, an effort to try to steal attention, as the royals, of course, have been in the news for the state dinner. I have a whole video on that. Definitely go check that out. We go over Catherine's beautiful dress. We talk about the whole thing. Okay. We knew this one would try to overshadow it. And I did talk about that in that video about Meghan releasing photos that day as well. Well, now they've released these new photos as well. That's a lot of as well, so you get what I'm saying. Nothing fits right. Nothing makes sense. Of course, they're smiling and taking pictures with a kid. Not their kid. Again, I said, you know who loves hockey games is kids. Well, not their kids, apparently. You know who loves coffee shops or wherever they are, restaurants? Kids. Where are their kids? This is so weird. All right, speaking of weird, ill-fitting pants once again. I suspect it has to do with, oh, look how much weight she's lost. I can't believe it type thing. She just likes to wear pants that don't fit right, so everybody will talk about it. But somebody else brought up something so brilliant. I'm teasing it. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place because I'm excited. We're going to talk about it. But first, so we got this article from Daily Mail. All right. And let me show you why. Not that I have to prove that none of it makes sense, because it never makes sense. But none of it makes any sense, you guys. None of it makes any sense. But they put out this article, right? And notice anything here? It's like Meghan and Harry, I won't say their titles, to light royal enthusiasts. So they're pretending like these are fans, right? As they pose for a sweet photo with a fan, I'm sure, in Vancouver. All right, look down just below that. Notice anything weird? Because I do. I feel like, again, I hate the word gaslighting, but they're gaslighting us. They're making us feel like we're the crazy ones when they're doing all this insane stuff. So there it is. Shared by fan account at Duchess of Sussex. All right. I still don't say their titles, but that's the account name. So many questions pop up about this. What the hell is happening here? So are we supposed to believe what this account that happened to have that name got a hold of this random quote unquote fan interactions? So many things. Or are we supposed to believe that this fan that she took a photo with has this account name at Duchess of Sussex? Or more likely, is it once again Meghan? This is her fake whatever Insta account, her Finsta, if you will. But of course, she would name it after herself. She would do that. That is a narcissistic, egotistical thing to do. So of course, that's the answer, right? Unbelievable. How are we? You guys, I feel like I'm losing my mind. How are we not supposed to question this? Are we just supposed to go with it and be like, oh, okay. So a supposed private moment with a fan, I'm using air quotes there, was shared to an account that just so happens to have that name attached to it. Just unbelievable. They're so fucking stupid, and they treat us like we're stupid. All right, let's get back into the horrible fit of it all. Not only do the pants not fit, I wanted to zoom in close here and show you that neither does the coat. 10 sizes too big, check. Ridiculously expensive, I'm sure. They didn't list what this one was. I don't care. Probably cost more than my car. Check. Stupid white shirt, white button down, always getting it wrong. Check. I don't see the weaponized bronzer as much this time. Dare I say she toned it down? Probably not. But once again, ill-fitting pants in beige. I know, we've been through this over and over, but that color thing is nuts to me. Because the whole, I had to wear beige in the royal family. I can finally wear colors. That bullshit. And now all she can wear is beige. Okay, let me get on to the good stuff. Somebody in St. Meghan Markle, I would like to give you a shout out because this is so smart and so brilliant. Okay. Username is it Agile Structure 7831. You are brilliant. When they put this out here, it just clicked for me. So let's talk about this. You guys, she is pointing out that she believes that Meghan is cosplaying as Siobhan Roy from Succession. And if you're like, Jen, I didn't watch Succession, fill me in. Oh, don't worry, I will. I loved Succession. I saw every episode, Jay, and I really got into it. I'm so bummed this show's over. Whatever. It was a great show. Okay. Siobhan actually was my favorite character. I love to hate her kind of thing. In a nutshell, the Roy family were, I think it was loosely based on the Murdochs, but it was this billionaire family that, I mean, I loved it because it showed extreme wealth and power on TV. They were terrible people, but extreme wealth and power. They controlled media empires. It was just fascinating to watch. Definitely go watch it if you haven't seen it. So, again, it's called Succession. So Siobhan was played by the lovely Sarah Snook. And this character, again, was very powerful. I'm not going to spoil anything. There were just times where she was in these huge leadership positions, and she really had to think quickly on her feet, and it was all about her power. Well, do you notice anything about the character? All right, super rich. They always played up the wealth, always. Just no expense spared. Okay. But notice anything? They dressed her mostly in beige, and they did do a lot of like wide leg pant looks and different things like that. I'm not even going to get into the aesthetic of it all, but it was a lot of beige, brown, sometimes black, sometimes gray, mostly beige. I thought it was because the actress's beautiful shade of hair. But I don't know, it also played into just the character. It just had a lot to do with the power and the money and the expense. Everything was very expensive. Well, somebody pointed out that Meghan is cosplaying as her, and now it's all I see. Yeah, I think you're right. I just think Meghan's a really shitty actress, so she's just really bad at it. But Siobhan, the character, was all about wealth and power, like I say, and she always wore the most expensive thing, and ding, 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 here we go. The difference is Siobhan's outfits were tailored and fit her well. That is not the case with Meghan. But oh my God, it just clicked all of a sudden. I was like, they're right. That's brilliant. That's what it is. She's totally cosplaying Siobhan Roy. So if you watch the show Succession, you will understand how much this makes sense and how badly Meghan misses the mark on this. And if you don't, no worries. I'm basically filling you in. It's a very rich lady with a lot of power that would have to make these huge decisions and run this company and would get on TV and, had some fame to her because of her last name. And the character actually got into politics as well. So I'm just like, oh my God, it all fits. And Meghan's just really bad at it and doesn't have those things. So it's just a shitty Walmart version of Siobhan, I think. I don't remember Shiv Roy ever marching in front of military and romper like this. So yeah, she's really bad at it. But yeah, oh my God, I just think that is the most clever observation. And now it's all I'll think about and all I'll see is, yeah, she's cosplaying as a shitty Siobhan Roy. Food for thought. Okay, let's move on. The person that made You're So Beige, I apologize. I totally missed your comment. I've seen it. Now I found your page, I found your music, and I love it. So everybody check out Diva Music. Here is the video she made. I had said before that Meghan, I called her You're So Beige and talked about the Carly Simon song and how funny, how much it applies to Meghan and just kind of riffed on that. And Diva Music actually went out and made this song. So definitely check out her song. It's so good. It's so funny. Give her a big thumbs up. And again, if you're watching, my apologies for not noticing your comment. I see it now. I love it. Your song is brilliant. I'm recommending it to everybody. Thank you for making that. Now I've got You're So Beige stuck in my head again. It all started because of this dress. Anyway, okay. Yesterday, I put up a video, of course, going over how much I love Catherine, Princess of Wales' look at the state dinner. I went over the different royal ladies. I loved Queen Camilla's red dress. I thought she looked just so beautiful, so stunning. I put out at the end of that video about what was happening, how she was trying to steal thunder from Catherine. And I was really proud because there wasn't really any articles at the time. There have been some since. I was proud of myself for the research I did and coming across the things I did about what I think she was up to and the bullshit and the hypocrisy, because I found new layers of it with this organization she was working with, and it gets into climate change. Anyway, the video was criminally underrated, and I know a lot of you guys watched it, thank you, but it was just really low on views, and I'm really proud of the research. So I'm tagging just that part of the video on the end here. If you've seen it, I totally get it. Click off, no worries. If you want to see it again, please watch it. That's great. If you didn't see it, I'm putting it on here because some people just like to watch the Catherine of it all, and I get that. But some people just want to see the Meghan drama of it all. I get that too. So I'm going to tack that on here. So again, apologies if you've seen it already. If you haven't, watch this. Now you'll hear me talk about, I don't know, I'll probably say, oh, tonight they released these photos. It went up on Tuesday, so it made sense then. So if I talk about specific days or whatever, that's what's happening. But take a look. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. You guys, happy Thanksgiving, and thank you so much for being here. Gobble, gobble, everybody. All right, let's talk Dumb and Dumberton. I'm sorry to change the mood. We'll come back to these photos at the end to have a palate cleanser, but we knew they'd do it. We knew they'd do something to try to still focus, and I need to talk about it. Okay. Normally, I would pull up the Daily Mail or whatever article and say, hey, look, this is what they're saying. This is where she went. This is what she did. But no, they're not even reporting on it yet. I'm sure it's coming. Nobody's talking about Meghan. So many people are talking about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Camilla, and the lot of them. Nobody's talking about Meghan. So I had to do a little digging here. And I found this. This is Justice for Girls. This is the... go with me on this journey. Okay, this is the organization who released some photos through People magazine, a.k.a. Meghan's mouthpiece, to try to get attention for Meghan. It's failing miserably. And so I found this Justice for Girls thing, and I just wanted to know what the hell is Justice for Girls? What's going on here? Okay, so I found this. Justice for Girls is listed as a Canadian nonprofit organization that aims to help teenage girls living in poverty. So just keep that in mind. So again, this is where like the articles that I read you guys kind of helps me out, and it'll say, this is what she wore, $10,000 in stupid pants and $40,000 for a shirt, like all the dumb stuff we talk about. And I will talk about this horrible outfit because it's horrible. Hello, pants line. Hello, still not tailoring or altering. Anyway, we'll get there. Okay. So this place is, again, it's a nonprofit for girls living in poverty. Just keep that in mind, because I'm zooming in on this picture and look at it be her. Look at her left arm. You see all the, always loaded up with the jewelry. Look at her right finger there, her right pinky finger. It sure as shit appears to me like she's wearing that Lorraine Schwartz pinky ring. You know the one. The one that's said to cost about $62,000. Yeah, again, to a poverty-centric, non-profit charity event. Also, there's a photographer there. What else is new? There's a photographer there to document her charity work? Is that what this is? And then, or listening to people doing charity work? I don't even know. And again, normally I like the articles. They'll break down exactly what she wore and exactly how much it costs. So however much this stupid outfit costs, plus that stupid pink ring, plus all the jewelry on her left arm. Just think about that at this occasion and how tone deaf she is and remains. It's nothing new. We've seen her do charity work before where it's like she did poverty. I think it was something to do with, what was it? Expectant mothers or something that were struggling. with poverty and wearing just a ridiculous amount of jewels and showing them off for the camera. And again, here we are, totally tone deaf, totally inappropriate. So this Justice for Girls put this out, right? Saying that the focus on girls and young women's leadership, a feminist advocate from a young age herself, please God, no soap story. The Duchess was keen to chat with two of our teen interns. Okay, they're calling her a feminist advocate. Shall we walk through? Shall I remind you why that's bullshit? Okay, cool. Just Google Meghan Markle bullying allegations and just take a look. I've been through it. We've discussed it at length. But all the allegations of her bullying are from women. The allegations of tea throwing was at a woman. We saw her treatment of the Queen. Hell, this story itself happened to be released on the same night that a woman, Catherine, Princess of Wales, was. Everybody knew we were looking forward tonight to see what Catherine was going to wear. It was a big deal. She knows that, so she did this. So you want to talk about somebody that's the complete opposite of what this statement is saying she is. I'd say, cool, we found her. It's Meghan. She wants to talk about justice with people. Well, if that's the case, how come they're trying to silence any of their detractors? How come she won't release people, they won't release people from the NDAs to talk about what they're accusing her of on, again, the bullying allegations of it all? You want to talk about young people, you're actually accused of bullying a young person, Princess Charlotte. I mean, it's just unbelievable at this point. Oh, but don't worry, I can keep going. So when I looked into this Justice for Girls, because I was like, well, what the heck is that? And I looked at Meghan Markle's history with them, I found something from 2020. This is back in 2020, courtesy of Daily Mail. Apparently, she went to discuss climate change. Climate justice for girls. Okay. I just want you to let that sink in. The hypocrisy is just never ceasing. Think about these two and all the private jets. Keep going on about this, but it's just important to discuss because they keep doing this. They keep talking. They keep lecturing us little people about every decision matters, and yet they continue to fly these private planes. And turns out this same organization, she was talking to them about climate change. And again, look how often they're flying private and flying in general. And I say it all the time. Listen, if you want to fly private, I don't give a shit. I don't need your lecture about it. I don't need you on your soapbox and doing these publicity stunts talking to these organizations about climate change when you're the biggest hypocrites ever. You bozos go right on ahead and keep doing your faux royal stunts and whatever the hell it is you're doing, not even ribbon cutting, just standing next to a ribbon that's being cut. You keep clapping like a seal and dancing around hoping that somebody, anybody, any celebrity will be photographed in your proximity so you can be like, hey, look at my new best friend. Meanwhile, the actual royals will continue to shine like this. Guys, that's it for me. I appreciate you all so much. I really want to hear your comments on all of this. I want to hear your comments on, of course, the tiara, the dress, the whole look. I didn't even give Prince William his proper shout out. Hello, handsome. Looking so dapper. Love it. Anyway, I really want to know your thoughts on all that. I really want to know your thoughts on this Meghan nonsense. Not even making a splash. I find that just... it's too good, right? It's too good. Not even making a splash. Not even in the Daily Mail yet. Anyway, that's it for me. I appreciate you all so much. I really do. I hope this week finds you well. For my American friends, happy Thanksgiving. For my non-American friends, still happy Thanksgiving. I think for all of you, I appreciate you all so much, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff as it unfolds. I will talk to you again very soon, so check back lots. Take care. Bye-bye.